Don't make a sound. Don't fail me now. I got to stand my ground. I know I'm down, but don't fail me now.
We've taken Inside the WSL on the road this week. More specifically, we've come to the home of the professional game match officials. What's not to love about that title? We're here to meet one of the most influential women in football. Bibiana Steinhaus-Webb has refereed the biggest games across the world, and now she's in charge of officials for the Women's Super League and the Championship. Well, Bibi, thank you for letting us into your house. I love what you've done with it. It's odd, isn't it? Because a year or so ago, we wouldn't be here talking. The game itself wouldn't have advanced to the stage where we're here. How important is it for you that you're here, you're involved, but also we're at the PGML?
Caroline, first of all, thank you so much for coming and being here with us. We are on an amazing journey in the women's game. Everybody wants to develop the women's game as much as possible. You want to do it, the teams want to do it, the competition wants to do it, and we, the referees, we want to keep up with this and want to develop ourselves in the best way possible. And I'm so happy that we can be here together today to talk about that, what we are all doing, what we are all putting in there, how much effort the girls putting in there, the women putting in there to be the best at 3 o'clock kickoff time.
Is that why you got involved?
Yeah, actually, I have to say the strategy around the women's game was convincing. The real will to develop the women's game.
Now that you're here, now that you've seen it, have they lived up to that? Has the league lived up to that?
Absolutely. And not only the competition department, not only the league, not only the FA, PGMOL as well. So they have promised a lot of support, and here we are, and putting the support around the female officials in the women's game to make sure that they benefit from the professional structures of PGMOL in the best way possible and can live their dream to become the best they can be.
The key is the officials, right? Do you look at that and think, that's a team, these are great women that are going to excel?
We have an amazing bunch of officials, and we have 32 female officials within the women's game, but we have a lot of male supporters as well, which is really great, and the teamwork in between is like perfect. I couldn't ask for more. The demands on the referees are so much bigger than it has been before. We are having regularly camps, we're having online meetings, the fitness strategy is outlined, so the officials have to work incredibly hard to meet the standards all the time. We have psychological support for them throughout the games, and it's a really demanding season. And with the growth of the game, and with the TV minutes, and with all these demands and exposure the game has, which is brilliant, but it puts a lot of stress and a lot of pressure on the officials as well. And we make sure that they stay healthy, not only physically as well as mentally.
That extra exposure that comes with it, is that something that you look at almost when you're profiling who's going to go on and be an official? Are you talking to them about what that extra exposure might mean for their mental health as well?
We have officials who can't wait to be live on TV, to have as many cameras and as many spectators to be there, because they're kind of feeling, yeah, I'm ready to show the world what I'm capable to do, because this is what I've worked my whole life for, to be here and to prove that I'm in the right place. But we also have officials who who are not used to all these like cameras, not used to all the attention and all the noise around the 90 minutes on the green bit, and to help them to find their personal strategies, to deal with it, to actually get used to being recognized, being the role model they have asked to be and they want to be, but like getting all these bits and pieces together to make it a holistic personality. I think that's crucial, and this is what we want to get right because we care about the people.
Do you talk to them about that personally and how you dealt with that? Because there was so much exposure on you, particularly those, those history-making games, when you would turn around and say, actually, I don't want to be talked about. I don't want to be the headline. I don't want to be that person.
Absolutely, we're sharing these experiences because with Rebecca Welch now being the top official in the country, like refereeing in the men's game, that is brilliant. And she is this role model being on TV that every girl, every woman in the country is looking up to. And it's brilliant and wonderful being in this position, and it's inspiring the next generation of officials coming through. That is great. But it's not only pleasure, it's a lot of responsibility as well, because everybody is looking at you and everybody wants you to get it right. And so you're not only carrying your personal weight on your shoulders to get things right, you're also carrying the weight of every female official who wants to walk in your shoes at some point in their lives.
We've had handball decisions not given, sendings off that retrospectively weren't sendings off. How does that process work? Are you on the end of the phone? Who deals with the aftermath of that?
So interestingly, like we have in the Women's Super League and the Women's Championship, we have 264 fixtures all around the season, 264 matches we're talking about. And in every single match, a referee is doing up to 300 decisions. So roughly, we could talk about, hold on a second, 79,000 decisions throughout a whole season. And we are talking about what? Like 2 handful of crucial decisions that could have been done differently, could have managed differently.
Should we not talk about them, do you think? Or?
We definitely should talk about them, but we should talk about them with the weighting of 78,990 decisions. Go really, really well. And we will always have these decisions that retrospectively might have been dealt with differently. We will always have that. And most importantly is to why could have happened, what went wrong, what can we do different the next time to get the right call at the right time, and how do we progress these things, and what have we done to support the officials to make the right call at the right time. So they are working with referee coaches who help them to get in the best position, to make the right call, to get the best angle to the situation. We have like all the fitness support, the psychological support behind, and we have different platforms where the officials can have a look at all the matches that have been played before, not only in the Women's Super League, Women's Championship, as well as in the EFL, in the Premier League, to learn from others, to learn from other situations that helps them to get the decisions right in their own matches.
What support, that keyword support, you say it's in the men's game. What do you want to see technology-wise in the women's game, and how far off it do you think we are?
We are really open. I mean, we have seen that it developed the men's game really well. We are really open in the women's game. We are in close contact with the competition department to actually analyze where we are at the moment, how the future could look like, and how we can progress together and get things in place to develop the game in the best way possible.
Because it's not, I mean, you don't hold the purse string, so it's a financial thing, and where that money would come from to that happen. But you feel your officials are ready, should it come in, to deal with VAR or to deal with technology?
The decision is really not up to us if it comes in or not, but one thing is for certain, whatever we decide together, we will be ready to deliver what needs to be delivered from a refereeing perspective to get it right.
For you now, what do you want to see in the next few months, year or so, that would help you, would help your officials, would see you take another step forward?
This is crucial, that we keep working closely together to get the future of women's football in this country right. And like, my message to everybody out there, like, if you want to be part of a professional football environment, if you want your future as a professional athlete, welcome to the refereeing team. So I'm just saying, if you are, for whatever reason, might not be good enough to make it to the national team as a player, and you want to be on the green bit for 90 minutes, refereeing is the future.
Will we ever get there that someone wants to be, not Viv Miedema, but they want to be you?
I definitely cannot kick a ball like Miss Miedema, but
I'd like to see a referee.
You don't want to see that. No, you don't want to see that. This is why I became a referee, actually.
No, we will not have it that referees are failed footballers. That won't be the case. That won't be the case. I can see the passion and the love you clearly have for this. How was it for you to make that phone call to 4 members of your team to say, you're going to be an official at the Euros? What did that mean?
I tell you what, I get goosebumps straight away, again, because this is what you're working for so long, actually for 4 years. You're on a road, on a journey for 4 years. Seminars, camps, matches, you're observed, you're supervised in every single little bit you do, day in and day out. The group over these 4 years gets smaller and smaller and smaller from year to year, and all you want is to be part of it, to stay part of it, to be an official at the UEFA Women's Euro 2022 in your home country. So with Rebecca Welch, Sean Messi-Ellis, Lisa Rashid and Chris Kavanagh, we have 4 representatives at the Euros in our own country in summer, and I expect a lot of refereeing supporters in the stands to cheer for our officials.
It's going to be you next to Howard, because I remember during the pandemic you were the only ones in the stadium clapping the officials when they came on. No one else was clapping. You and Howard side by side, giving it the whoop.
Us.
Yeah,
you
exactly. That will happen.
Yeah.
That will happen. Thank you for talking to us. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we are actually going to hear some of those referee comments from the Chelsea-Reading game. Things you will not know happen like they're about to happen in just a moment. You're watching Inside the WSL in the company of Bibiana Steinhaus-Webb. Should give you a full title, not least because we've mentioned Howard and the fact that you two are brilliant cheerleaders when it comes to all the officials on the pitch. We expect to see you there at the Euros. We're here at the professional game match officials. How much does it matter, that professional word, and how far are we off having fully professional officials within the women's game, do you think?
I think it's very, very important for every official to have the time and the commitments and the possibility to train appropriate, to prepare appropriate, to do the matches appropriate, and to reflect on the matches. And if I'm saying that, you can see already that this takes a lot of time, right? And to have this professional environment, that timing is one thing which is very important and crucial, to have the time to do all of these different things and have the network to be supported, not doing that on your own. I think this is crucial. And with the growth of the game, the referees will develop in the same way.
Next steps, next steps. Let's have a look then at what it takes to be a referee. I mean, this is just a snapshot, and how you actually referee a game when all this is going on is incredible. This is taken from the Chelsea-Reading game earlier in the season.
Good evening to you. It has been a season of upsets in the Barclays Women's Super League, and if Reading were to win on Chelsea turf tonight, it would be right up there with any of the surprises in this campaign of twists and turns. Our referee this evening is Emily Heaslip from Suffolk.
Cole, cast your call, please. Heads, choice of end or kick. Take this end, your kick. Happy, cool, enjoy. That's like girls. Who's taking your kick? No, Rush. I did say you got the ball. Your kick. Yeah, it's up to you. Someone needs to kick it, don't they? Yeah, yeah. Just follow me, we'll be all right. Let's go.
And Chelsea versus Reading is underway.
Good air, clear. Yellow. Good. There you go, keep going. Now. Yeah. Good win, good.
Well done, wonderful. Nothing there.
She just loves the challenge, Eric.
Here's Carter to retrieve it.
Back.
Cuthbert against Eikeland, who goes to ground. That'll be a free kick in a very dangerous area from a Reading perspective.
Please, Evan. Blue ball, please.
Yeah, I got the ball, it's right behind you.
Tuck him in. Tash, take the lead. Tash, take the lead. Well done. Setting up for a shot.
5-player wall.
Lou, ball, please.
Yeah, of course.
Waiting, Millie.
And it's Wrighton. And it was a cheeky one from the Norwegian.
Clear. Good challenge. Back round me. No way, there's nothing there. Now, waiting. Plug in. Skills, well done.
Well done, you two.
Pressure 12. Big mistake. Coming to me. No touch.
Nothing there,
Yellow.
nothing there.
No, they're both jumping. Halfway line, girls, halfway line. Coming your way, Kerry.
Yeah.
Got the ball. Going back. Now. Waiting sound. Now clear. Now.
Wrighton
Blue.
towards England.
Blue.
Fleming takes the touch. And that is the opening goal.
17, Jessie Fleming.
Evans, arms your own.
Thanks, mate. Clear.
So it's advantage Chelsea at the break.
Well done. Good up. Happy, Lou?
Yeah.
Good. Right. We'll play, yeah? Go. Ready to chat?
No changes. We are underway once again.
Lou, just be aware, 2 coming to you. If you've got 4 or 5 coming to you, let me know.
Yeah.
I know you can manage, but I can already see his load chatting to you.
I can't see. Thank you.
Cool. Well done.
Temperature's gone up.
Now,
Clear. Clear.
England! And it's 2-0 to Chelsea.
Both missed it. Pressure.
Oh, and it's won back by Wrighton. She's clean through, and it's 3.
well done, Em. Great advantage.
Now! Clear. Now!
And Samka with her second, and Chelsea's fourth. suspense. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. That's the easiest decision that Emily Heaslip has had to make today.
Taking you. But on whistle, please. Usual. Outside. Feet, thank you. Out. And you. That's on. Thank you. Well done. Spot on. Feet out. Feet out. Grace. 1 foot on the line. In here. She's watching. 1 foot on the line.
Well done, Em. Restart, get the outside, number 20. Back.
Wait. Wait.
It's a 5-star performance and 5 goals once again for Chelsea. They are absolutely rampant.
Clear.
Em,
Yeah.
time is your own.
Clear. Oh, you got quickly to do that run, didn't you? Sorry.
Another 5 goals for Chelsea, another 3 points for Chelsea.
Last minute sprint.
Absolutely spot on, mate. Well
Well
done.
done, you. Really good again. Well done.
Cheers, girls. Thank you.
Well done.
Watching that, the one thing I wanted to, and I just didn't realise, is that the referee has to say now every time the ball is kicked for an offside, I guess, to tell the officials when the... I mean, to do all of that and also have your eyes and run and not pant, as I probably would exhausted, it's mammoth, isn't it, this job you do, or did?
Thank you for acknowledging that, Caroline. That's really nice. So actually, yeah, this is why we opened up this communication bit, because as you said, it's so surprising, isn't it? Like so many informations are shared within the team, which are crucial for making the right decisions. As you said, for example, this now, when the ball is kicked, is like the information for the assistant referees, like to kind of reflect on the offside decisions they have to make. Like all these little bits and pieces when they're talking colors, where the throw-in is going, goal kick, corner kick, all this waiting on situations to let the referee know, I am waiting on Sam Kerr because actually at the moment she is in an offside position, but she's not really going for the ball yet or not reaching out, or maybe the ball goes to somebody else who's not in an offside position. So all these little bits and pieces of information that need to come together to build like a full picture. And like showing this, thank you so much actually for doing that with us, to communicate this to a wider audience, to really let people know what is going on the field of play. Thank you, it's brilliant.
I mean, I'd do it every week if you'd allow us. But I guess that it is about that, isn't it? When we spoke earlier about respect, surely when people see what you're going through and trying to make 52 decisions in one split second, that's where the respect comes from. How much does it hurt you personally when you see officials under fire in that moment, and what are you hoping this will show?
First of all, I hope it will show how professional the officials take their job, how much they work on the field of play throughout these 90 minutes, how focused they are, how much interaction actually takes place, not only within the refereeing team, as we can hear as well with the players. I think this is what it's all about. You are respecting your teams that you are supporting. You are respecting the opponents, because this is what fair play actually means.
Does it not just make you think, I'll pull my boots back on, get the whistle out and go and do it again?
Absolutely not. I think I'm in the perfect spot to convince and support the next generation of referees.
Are you not tempted when they do, is there another referee in the building?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because it's all about timings, right? And I had a wonderful time on the field of play. I know how amazing it is to walk out there, lead the teams, and listen to a national anthem. And I want every official in our country to enjoy the same feeling.
Where will you be this coming weekend then? Which game will you be taking in?
I'm probably up north and watch a referee at Manchester. So I'm looking forward to that. I have to say, like, I'm really enjoying traveling the country to all the different venues and see all the different teams and get to know the people who are working there and the setup of the stadium, like to really see and feel myself what the referees are facing. It's like so friendly, so welcoming, and all the kids running around with their fan shirts, all the mascots all over the place, like all this music which is played, all this like building up to this event of 90 minutes. It's like, again, shivers, goosebumps, and then seeing a brilliant game of football for 90 minutes with a great refereeing team. This is what it's all about.
Well, Bibi, just for you, I will go to those Euros with a referee shirt on, with your name on the back, and you'll have those cheerleaders there. Thank you so much for allowing us in to your new home, and continued success for the rest of the season and beyond. If you want to, you can join Bibi in Manchester this weekend. Manchester City, the FA Cup finalists, are taking on Leicester, but we'll bring you action on Sunday as Everton take on Arsenal. For myself, Bibi, and all the WSL inside the WSL team, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Don't fail me now.